These restrictions imposed on Burundi in 2016 saw the EU suspend any direct financial assistance to the Burundian government and its institutions. That meant that any EU funds aimed at the people of Burundi were instead channeled via NGOs. The EU says that move was down to a deteriorating political situation in the country at the time in terms of democracy and the rule of law. But Brussels says it's now repealing that 2016 decision due to political reforms in Burundi that began with 2020 general elections. The EU says it wants to acknowledge the progress made by the administration there, particularly on human rights issues. And now all of this comes at a major moment for Africa-Europe relations. Several EU commissioners are currently in Senegal for talks ahead of a landmark summit between the European Union and the African Union in Brussels next week. That summit will be the first of its kind since 2017. Now, during this visit to Senegal, the EU will be highlighting its global gateway infrastructure project that's widely seen as a bid to rival China's Belt and Road Initiative. EU and Senegalese officials will also be discussing cooperation on the fight against COVID-19 and vaccine sharing. And those are points on which countries in the EU and the African Union have not always seen eye to eye. But this visit is just about laying the ground. We know there have been differences on intellectual property waivers regarding COVID-19 vaccine production, and on the return of migrants and on asylum seekers, and just how equal trading relations really are between the EU and certain AU countries. But despite these divergences, when leaders meet in person next week, they say they'll be seeking common ground and trying to build a joint vision for the future. Rosie Birchard, SABC News, Brussels.